Good morning, lads. I'm out on just taking a bit of a pit stop on a bit of a walk that I'm doing. Looking at about 14k in total, I suppose, 14k. And there's a nice little bench area, so I just thought I'd stop off and do my video, or start my video from here. So, how you guys doing? I went for an interview yesterday with Tesco for a driver's job, so kind of quite hopeful at the moment. The interview seemed to go really well, but yeah, I came away feeling hopeful, and I've been really thinking about it quite a bit since I've done the interview. Kind of like really want the job, you know. The hours are going to really suit me. It's less hours than what I'm currently doing at the moment, but it's slightly more pay, so it balances itself out a bit. But it'll give me more opportunity to maybe do some more of this kind of stuff. Certainly do some more stuff with my course that I'm doing, my life coaching course, and just kind of get myself, busy on various different things in life, you know. So really hoping to get the job, and it kind of help us as well, obviously, when Louise starts working as well, trying to get Abigail to and from school. I think the less hours will definitely be a benefit to us. So that's where I'm at. That's my little update. I want to talk to you today about the idea of expectations. I've been talking to different oaks about it, and shared it in one of my men's groups, and I'm going to do it in 3 parts. So I'm not going to do it all in one hit today, because I kind of want to explore expectations in from different perspectives. So I'm going to start off by talking about expectations from the kind of expectations that people put upon us. We live in a world where you're expected to behave in a certain way and present yourself in a certain way. Sometimes those expectations that are laid upon us are unrealistic, you know. When you're a child, your parents expect you to achieve this, that and the other, and not necessarily in a negative way. They want the best for you, but it's all expectations. When you start at work, I started at the call centre. I went from training how to be a customer care rep to all of a sudden being in the deep end, and I was quite lucky actually. There was quite a few staff at the time, so it meant that he wasn't under the kind of pressure that we're under today. But we've got another class coming through at the moment. There's been so many staff that have left. There's another class coming through just to try and replenish some of the lost staff, you know. And they're going to come onto the floor, and the expectation for them is going to be that they just slot straight in and just take call upon call upon call. I mean, at the moment, sometimes we're lucky if we get 30 seconds for a minute between calls, you know. So there's expectations, and sometimes, as I say, these expectations just aren't achievable, or are really hard to achieve. And what do you do when you don't meet the expectations of those around you? My father had high expectations of me. He was a very strict dad, and he stood for no nonsense. And I don't want to get into a whole discussion about my father, that's for another day, but it wasn't the greatest relationship. And I've battled with feeling somewhat inferior because I never met my father's expectations. So what do we do when we don't meet the expectations of those around us? What do we do? How do we get past it and get on with life? Because I'm 57 years old. A lot of the expectations that I didn't meet from others were when I was growing up, my father, and it's still impacting me today. Kind of leaves you feeling somewhat inferior, that you can't achieve, that even the stuff that you set yourself out to do, you can't always achieve that stuff. So what do you do with those levels of disappointment? What do you do with that level of disappointment? Press the pause button there. There was a couple of people walking up the hill by the side of me, and I was feeling a bit conscious talking to my phone. I don't know how some of these Okies, they walk down the road just talking away. Looks like they're talking to nobody, but actually they're on their hands free. For me, I always feel a bit conscious. So there you go, press the pause button, but I'm back again. So what do you do with those disappointments, the times when you fail to live up to the expectations of others? Okay, have a little think about that, but just to change tack just a little bit, what about the expectations that we have of ourselves? When I first came to Ireland, and my mate Dave's going to laugh at this because he told me be realistic, but when I came to Ireland, I kind of expected things to kind of come together a lot quicker than they did. I'd looked up and spoken to people and they said, there's loads of jobs in Ireland and so on and so forth, and I came here, I booked a Airbnb, and I thought, right, as soon as I hit the ground, I'm going to start looking for jobs. I'd actually started applying for jobs before I even left South Africa. I'd filled in and created a CV via Indeed, I really thought I was going to come over here, find somewhere to work quickly, and then find somewhere to live quickly. I was going to make a way for my family to come and join me quickly. And I didn't do too bad as far as the job's concerned. I think it took me, I arrived at the beginning of March and I started work in May. So what's that, March, April, May, 2 months. That's not too bad really. But at the time I know that I was feeling the frustration, the disappointment, the weight of things not coming together, my expectations not being met. And then the expectation of my wife and daughter coming out to join me from South Africa. I thought it'd be 3 months, 6 months, ended up being 19 months. I've shared that in another video already, but it was quite a challenge. And so sometimes we kind of put expectations upon ourselves that aren't realistic. And when we don't meet those expectations, we can feel really disappointed, really down. I went into quite a heavy bit of depression. Not that too many people on the outside realise that. I'm very good at disguising myself, but I went into a real time of desperate depression, I guess. And then again, the expectations on Tesco. When I first started there, I thought it was going to be a job that I did for a little while. Kind of thought it would be a place that I could actually build a career quickly and apply for different jobs and then move on from the call centre. And here I am, a year and a half later, still waiting for a job. Obviously I've applied for another job yesterday, and hopefully I'm going to get it. But I've been here before. I've interviewed and come away from interviews feeling that I've done really well in the interview, and feeling quite positive, only to get the rejection. So again, expectations that didn't get met. I've already been talking to God this morning as I've been walking. I'm excited, I'm hopeful, feeling a little bit confident, I guess, but not overly confident, that I've done well in my interview yesterday. And but what if that doesn't come about? How am I gonna deal with that? How am I gonna wrap my head around the disappointment of it not happening, not coming about? Karaoke coming. That's the question I want to leave with you. Expectations. It's not wrong to expect the best. I think we should strive for things. I think it's good to strive for things. I think it's good to have expectations, but they need to be realistic expectations. And then if you don't actually meet your expectations, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to just bury it and somewhere along the line it's going to come to the surface? It's going to be like one of those bubbles that's underwater. Eventually it's going to blow, it's going to come to the surface and blow. I've got a naughty thought going through my mind at the moment, which I won't share. I'm sure some of you lads can put that one out. Something to do with baths, but anyway, let's leave it at that one. We need to kind of really think through where we're going to take our disappointment, because it's not good to just bury it, because it will come to the surface at some point. We will feel the weight of it at some point, and if it kind of compounds with other things in our lives, it can lead us into that depression that I was describing. So I want to encourage you. This channel is all about men's ministry. It's all about friendships and connecting with other men and having that safe place to talk to with other guys. If you're carrying the weight of disappointment from expectations that haven't been fulfilled, please do talk about it. Please discuss it with somebody else. Maybe your expectations just need to be adjusted. Maybe you're trying to achieve too much too quickly, and sitting down and talking to someone about it, maybe you can come up with a better route forward. Maybe you're feeling miserable and like you're never going to achieve anything, and you just need someone to come alongside you and just say, no, that's not true. You can achieve so much. So guys, take the opportunity to connect with people. I'm available, always available. You can connect with me via the channel, or call me if you've got my number. Just give me a call. But if not, just chat with somebody, chat with a friend, chat with a brother. Try and find someone that maybe has been through it with themselves and has come out the other side and got a bit of experience in it. But don't just bottle it up. Do something about it. So that's me. I'm going to sign off at that note. Some more people coming up, so I'm just going to press the pause button. There you go, they're gone. I'm out sharing a cup of tea whilst I'm sat here, so refueling, so to speak, for the second half of my walk. Yeah, but yeah, just think about what I've said today about the whole idea of expectations, and I'll be doing another video soon looking at another aspect or another way of looking and thinking about expectations. And yeah, looking forward to chatting with you again soon. So thanks for tuning in. If you like the video, give it a like. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and let's build this channel up. Fellas, thanks for tuning in. I'll speak to you again soon. Bless you guys.